on the card. 7 to 2 even money, 16, 20, 6, and 9 to 4. Racing next 515 metres in open race class here at Hove. This is the Hove Thursday 500 ladies heat 1. And the post go with the 2 to beat, the 6 and the 1. A lot of the home trainers represented here. 2 though, however, Crossy's Act. Fancied to get the prize. 6, Bannervane, just in Shemus Carhill's pit. She's on the reappearing. She hasn't raced competitively since November last year. She was a non-runner in open grade at Central Park 25th of January. Since then, it's been solo spins at a 2-dog trial, 13th of May, when making all and winning by 4.5 lengths. But proven in open conditions on home soil with 8 wins from 18 starts. So it looks a classy type, the 6. And we're ready, Hove. Hove ready. Here's on the move. Race 3, 7:01. Evans favourite, trap 2. And Hove there, racing. 6 up, best lead from 1. Then it's 5 and 2 either side of the 4. 4 and 5 bang into each other. And the luckless 4 now last in behind the 3 as they race out the second. 6 leading 1, 2 up front, 3 a gap back to 5, another gap to 3, with 4 treading water in back play as they move up towards the 3rd. 1 with the lead from 2-6, the order. They're racing for Home, and 1 on the pipes. 1 goes up to take it, beats 2, 6/3. Hove, that was the 7:01 off time, 7:01 and 32 seconds. 1 beats 2 and 6 was 3rd. Here's the replay. So no scheduled delays. More for the 7:06 Hove result. 1 beat 2, 6/3. 7-2 though, Evans favourite. The starting price is forecast £8.90, track as £14.84. Racing next at Hove over 6 bends, 630-metre maiden in open class, and the post go 5 to beat 2 and 1. Again, a lot of the home trainers represented in open conditions here, apart from the 5 Coolavani Bear. The post pick is the Henlow Raider. The Monmore betting is 5, 7 to 2, 3, 7, 5 to 4, and 7. 5 Coolavani Bear opened even money then, now 5 to 4. Good bit of early pace showcased about the dog. Actually ran well when last here. And if you go 2 back on home soil, almost made all beaten 3 parts of a length, racing 550 metres, 7th of May. But it's been set up for some short prices of late. 4 to 6 favourites. Racing 550 metres, 14th of May. They're beaten 3 parts of a length by Malawi Bold and finishing 4th. So Greyhounds loading Monmore. 6 to 4 favourites, trap 5. But no money elsewhere here at Monmore. Ready for a start then, Monmore. Harry's on the move. Monmore racing 6 bends, 5 up early to lead from 1, then it's 2, 4, 6 with 3 back as they race towards the first. In off the second, 5 into the lane, first time of asking, extending by over 2 lengths to 1. That gap widening in fact, 2 racing in third, 3, 6 to split the 4 as they come to the near side bends again. Racing out the second and 5 using up a lot of early fuel. Coolavani Bear leads way back on 2, racing in second, followed by 3 ahead of 1, 4 and then 6, but it's all about the 5 strengthening towards the top here and racing for home. 5 pumped up on the front end, will go on to score here at Monmore. 5 a runaway winner, beats 1 and 3 for third. Off time Monmore 7:06 and 48 seconds. Monmore, that was the 7:06. Coolavani Bear, the winner. The full results are followed. Here's the replay. 5 beats 1 and 3 was third. Next up, we're going to go to Newcastle 7-11, the Monmore result, 5 beat 1 3/3. 6-4 favourite SP, the winner 5-1 second. Forecast £10.90, TriCast £25 and 63. So this is the Newcastle 7-11, no scheduled delays here. So the betting news 5 twice 3, 9-4, 8 and 7-2. Barbell Basher open 2s now available to back at 9-4 for an 8-4 graded race. Race 3 on this card. Let's go with the 3, Elwick Spirit. W. Calvert's dog, a recent winner, and some good early pace as well about the dog. So yeah, should be feeling good about himself, I'm sure. A winner by 3 parts of length, 2 back, 29th of April, and set off at 4-1. Escaped a penalty for that, and stays in A4 grade here. But the 4, very good recent A6 winner, and because of that, given a 2-grade penalty. But beaten 4 1/4 lengths, finishing 4th, 13th of May, but nevertheless respected. You know, 5 and the 1 have got a bit of early pace as well here. Grounds behind the box is Newcastle, and we are loading Newcastle. So ready. Newcastle 7-11. We've got the thumbs up. Heads on the move. And they race away. So 5 up early to lead from 1 on the rail side, then 3 to split these front-running pair. 5 nudges 6 wide, racing out the second, 1 leading 3, followed by 4 ahead of 5, then a 260 order going down the far side. 1 involved, repelling the twin challenge here of 3-4 for the minors, then it's 5-2 midfield, 6 last. 3 squeezing 1's advantage as they get to the top. They're in off the final bend. It's 1 and 3, 3 and 1, 3 and 1, 1 and 3. Oh, it's very close to closing 4, also involved in that as well. Newcastle 7-11. It's going to have to be a photo. 3 in the middle of 1 and 4 either side, but the angle does not help here at Newcastle, so that's going to have to be a photo with the full result to follow. Newcastle off time 7-11, 53 seconds, and it is officially a photo. The Newcastle result is confirmed. 3 got it, beat 4. And 1 was third, 3 beats 4, and 1 was third. A win for Elwick Spirit. 3-1 second, 3-1 second, 94 favourite second. £3 and 7 pence. So we go to Hove, 7:16 upcoming. And race for the instalment Heat 2. Hove Thursday 500 ladies, Heat 2. First go through to beat 6 and 5. The Perry Bar Raider, his Green Hill Gem. And the showdown the card: 12, 5, 7 to 4, 12, 5 to 2 and 3, 7 to 4 favourites, 6 to 4 now, 24 Green Hill Gem. Perry Bar Raider winner on home soil racing 480 metres, 29th of April, led from the third on that occasion, 4 to 7 favourite, and a winner 2.8.56. 2 wins out the last four for this bitch, and she sets a good standard here. There's some early pace on the inside. That's the kennel mate in the blue jacket. 6 and 5 could be the dangers here though. In fact, the same kennels have got half the field in this line. I've also got the 5 as well, Calico Tiny. And we're ready at Hove. 7:16. Racing away. 6 live, Annie very alive as they race towards the first bend. Pace up about the 6, but here comes 2, and then the 3 involved as well. One's found the inside seam and is round the coattail of 1, 2 the leader as they get out the second. 2 leading 1, then it's 6, 5, 3 and the 4. So the 6, having made that fast start, has now regressed to the midfield places. It's 2 leading 1, followed by 5 the third. They're at the third bend. They're into the lane, and 2 digging deep to hold off the 1, 2. 2 gets up to get there, beats 1, 5 third. 2 beats 1 and 5. A win for Slaney side Twirl. And it's 7:16 at Hove. The Hove on time, 7:16 and 36 seconds. Here's the replay. Well, the next action from one more subject to a 1 minute delay. This is the 722. A through the grade coming up next. Result hove, 2 beat 1 and 5. 5 to 1 is speed the winner, 12 to 1 seconds. Forecast £55.79. Tricast £150 and 56 pence. So, more 6, 4, 9 to 4, 5, 4 and 3. Droopy's Duke, trap 3 open, 5 to 2 into 2 now. 9 to 4. 6, 4, 9 to 4, the favourites, 5, 4 and 3. Latest show here then at more 4 and A3 graded race. Troopers Duke. He's had just 2 starts at the track, he's yet to score. One of those 2 starts did come in this grade, having been demoted from A2 on a second start, but beaten 7 1/4 lengths slowly away. And the dog's still acclimatising, granted, but has got to brush up on these slow starts. The 2, Elderbury Softy, I think has got a great chance to get ahead of the 2, Elderbury Softy for Patricia Cowdrill. With the trademark early boot, giving the blue jacket, I think a good chance to get ahead of the 3. Queen Linda at the top as well, ticking over nicely, and she's another that can show a bit of early pace. So the 2 and the 1 and the 2, obviously winners in the grade. So more, slightly delayed, 722, ready for the more 722. Here's on the move. And more racing. It's 1 up to lead from 2, 5, 6, then 3 with 4 in behind as they race towards the first. 1 involved, then 2, 3, 3 skipping all over the place, looking for racing room. Loses a bit of ground as 2 and 1 take over, going down the far side. 2 leads on the inside of 1. 5 now for third ahead of 4, 6 and 3 has been dropped to last. 2 with the lead at the top end. 2, what is left in the tank. 5 arriving late and 5 over the top goes on to score. Going to be close to second and third. That's between 2 and 3, 3 and 2. More 722 off time. 723 is 48 seconds. Here's the replay. So the Newcastle 727 also carrying a 1 minute delay. More 722. 5 got it, beat 2. 3 was third. 4 to 1 twice the starting prices. Forecast £28.27. and the strike has £64 and 98.5. Beat 2 and 3 was third. Newcastle 7:27 confirmation here also that we have a reserving trap 2, Cum Lord, and is the 5-2 favourite. Down the card, 7-2, 5-2 favourite, 4, 5 twice, and 9-2. Reserve last spotted 13th of May, beating 4 lengths when finishing 5th in A2 grade and sent off the 2-1 favourite. So stays in the grades, and here is the 5-2 favourite, but out from 2-1. All the other prices are held apart from the top threes is out to 7-2 Steeple Road Nidge. I think the early pace in this race is going to come from the inside. The 1 and the 3 don't have the recent strap lines about the reserve greyhound, but yeah, I mean Steeple Road Nidge was a good win in A3 grade when he sent off 2-1 favourite, winning by over 3 lengths, 9th of May. That's a nice victory to be propelled back up into A2 here. And he's 3 from 11 in this grade, so you suspect isn't going to be shy coming forward. Fearsome Code as well, another greyhound to be feared in this lineup. Wide Sea Dog, recent open racer. Loading Newcastle then, 3-1 joint favourites, champs 1 and 2. Ready for a start, Newcastle? Yep, Newcastle ready. Hare is on the move. And they race away. But it's 3 up on top of 2, then 1, followed by 4, 5, 6 is a pair, racing to the first. 2 will lead them round. Reserve in front as they get out the second. 1, 3 the dangers. It gets to 4 midfield. Then it's 5 with 6 last. The most to make up on the reserve. 2's lead going down the far side. 3 continues to track, and 1 racing in third ahead of 4, 5 and 6. They're at the third bend. Now into the lane. 3 squeezing too hard. 3 over the top. These 2 on a private battle on the front end. Oh, and right ding dong. These 2 in a photo, 2 and 3, 3 and 2, involved in a scrap literally at the front end here, these 2, 2 and 3, 3 and 2. It's going to be photos all round, 1 and 4 for third as well. Well, messy finish there at Newcastle. The Newcastle off time, 7:29.12 seconds, and that's going to be a photo. Results to follow, here's the replay. Okay, still waiting on that Newcastle result. Off time 7:29.12 seconds. And the 2 involved at the line taking chunks out of each other. But Hove 7:32, just about ready for a start here, racing 285 metres, a level open race event. 12-2 on the top, 7-2-12, even money for Broadstrand Kiwi, but did open 4-5, now even money 12, and 3-2 on the top coats are coming off. So we should be ready for a start here shortly. Last chance pretty much to bet at Hove for the 7:32. Broadstrand Kiwi, Paul Young's middle team, Romford Raider, in absolutely tip-top form, and Frank some good workouts with the victory over only 1 lead mag by 4.5 lengths. Racing track and trip here. Last time out, so yeah, looks terrific prospect to follow that up. 6-2 also the dangers, and we are ready for a start at Hove. Hove, they're all in. Hove 7:32. Racing, 6 up to lead early as they attack the first from 1, then 4, 2, 3, a gap back 5 slowly away, racing towards the first, 6 leads but racing wide, 1 and 4, and they move in for home, it's 6 still with the lead and 6 pulls away, 6 goes on to score, beats 4 and 1. 6 beats 4 and 1 at home in the 7:32. Newcastle result 3 beat 2 and 1. 3 beat 2 and 1. SB the winner 4 to 1 then 3 to 1 joint favourite forecast £18.34 TriCast £45 and 53. And here at Hove in the 7:32 6 beat 4 and 1 was third. Here's the replay. And the home result 7:32. 6 beat 4 and 1. 3 to 1 second favourite, then even favourites second. Forecast £7.35, trackcast £28 and 45. More betting news racing 6 pounds 3, 8, 12, 6, 4, 5 to 4 favourite trap 6. Arabian Flash open 7 to 4 into 5 to 4 for our next here. At more the 7:37, 630 metre maiden, and under off Arabian Flash White Sea Dog, all the rage here. Steps up from 4 bend action. Looking for a first swing on a third start in open conditions. More ready. 7:37, Harry's on the move, racing 6 pounds, race number 5, 5 to 4 favourite trap 6, and they race away. 5 belts out the tins. Knockmount Jojo with a good challenge towards the first. Leads from 4, then it's 2-6, followed by 1-3 into the lane and attacking the line first time around. A 3-way split, 5, 4 and 6. 2 tracking the front running trio. A gap back to 1 and 3 with big ground to make up on 6's lead now as they head down the far side. 6 takes over, racing wide though. Leads from 5 and 2 for third ahead of 4 with 1 in midfield and 3 last. 5 and 6 on terms as they get towards the top. 5 gets the advantage on the inside, racing for home, and 5 goes away to score. 5 will beat 6. Photo third. 5 beats 6. Photo third. A win for Knockmount Jojo. 5 beats 6. Photo third at more off time 7:38 and 29 seconds. Here's the replay. And Newcastle 7.3 is next. Make sure that not more results. 7:37, 5 favourite. Forecast £12.13, trackcast £53 and 10 pence. Newcastle 7:43 is up next. There's no scheduled delay to this race 5, an A2 graded race, but they've only just emerged here at Newcastle, and we're about 20 seconds shy of the advertised off time. Post goes 6 to beat 1 and 4. 6 returns to A2 grade, last seen in this grade 3 back, beating length and finishing second, but we're still promoted up to A1. And 2 efforts in May, 6th and 13th of May without success. So he's back down to A2, does have wins in the grade, 2 from 8, but 8 races without a win, albeit some of those that come in A1. But yeah, a little bit less to do now here, the 6th. Bramble Tudor at the top, and that's the kennel mate in the 4. Jonathan William could be the dangers. 4's been switching between handicap and A1 grade racing. And at the top, Bramble Tudor, we know, with a good strike rate in the grade, a 50% strike rate in fact, has got a good turnaround here. Nice bit of early pace as well, about the one, a winner in this grade 3 back, so I think it's got a good chances. And Newcastle, this is the 7:43. Just checking the 4 over here. You got a problem with the 4? I think it's okay. Maybe a turnaround in the boxes. Ready. Newcastle 7:43. Hare is on the move. 5-2 favourite, Trap 1 Brambles Tudor for an A2 graded race. And they race away. It's 1 up with 2-5, then 4 ahead of 3-6. The order racing to the first. 2 takes the lead as they reach the first bend. From 5 wide, then 1, a gap back 6, then 4-3. The order down the far side, just about single file. And it's all very civilised, heading towards the halfway point. Past the point of no return now, racing towards the third. 2 extended by 3 lengths back to 5, then 1 for third. And 2, not for catching Newcastle. 2 goes on to score. Wide margin winner. Possible 2-1-5 outcome here. Places to follow Newcastle 7:43. Off time 7:44 and 38 seconds. Here's the replay. And the result from Newcastle, 2 beat 1, 5 thirds, 4 to 1 a speed winner, 5 to 2 favourite second. Forecast £16 and 39, strikeouts at £58 and 32. Grounds behind the boxes at Hove, race number 6, 515 metre open race, postcode 3 to beat 2 and 4. Down the card, 5, 4, 2 to back on home soil in Wednesday, 5 to 4 favourite over track and trip. 27th of April, a winner by 3 parts of Orlando, that's Alfie's Prince. Since then, 2 tight defeats by short head. So the 3 here looking to inch away and improve to 4 wins from 16 starts in open race. 2 and 4 either side with chances. Good bit of early pace about the pair of these, in fact. All in at Hove. Hove ready. 7:48. Harry's on the move. And they race away. A little bit of scrimmaging on the inside. It's 5 and 4, in fact, to dispute with the first bend. 5 leads from 4-6 to get back 1 alone in midfield, and it's 3 with 2 major grounds to make up on 5's lead in last as they get out the second. 5 repelling the double threat here of 4 in second and 6 a third, a gap back 1, 3 and 2, racing towards the third. 5 with the lead, Cork Falcon as they turn for home. 4 Black Duggan the danger, and 6 Clover Bob racing, but 4 takes it up at the line to beat 5 and close for third. 3 and 6, 6 and 3. For your winner beats 5. And close for third, 3 and 6, 6 and 3. Hove 7:48, off time 7:48. 35 seconds, a win for Black Duggan. Here's the replay. Yes, so one more. The next race, subject to a 3-minute delay here, the 7:53. So following this, we're going to be going straight to the next from Newcastle. That'll be the 7:58. So stand by for more betting details there. But concentrating on one more, 7:53. Let's bring you a show of betting. We can't bring you that just yet. No, we can. 7-2, 3, 6, 7-2, 4, and 3. So joint favourites, chapter 2 and 6 for our next one more. And this is the delayed 7:53, racing A4 grade, plus go 1 to beat 2 and 6. No changes to the original lineup here at Monmore. So the one Moss Lane Andy, the post pick for Kenny Bevington, is out to 7-2 from threes. So a good bit of early pace about the dog, showcased when winning by 11.5, A5 grade, 4th of May. And came close on the promotion effort, beating only half a length by Romeo Reform. So it's a second start on the upgrade about the one, but the two, Patricia Cowdell's dog, Image coaches with some terrific early pace. And a good one in A6 grade, so a double penalty about the two. 6 King Diego, another you feel with chances here. Well established in A4 grade, and a big clue last time out when finishing second. So Greyhounds loading Monmore, 7:53. Greyhounds loading Monmore. And we are ready. Monmore ready for a start. Delayed 7:53. 3-1 joint favourites, chapter 2 and 6. Monmore, they're racing, and it's 6 up early to lead from 5 on the inside, 5 with a good burst of early toe, leads at the first bend from 2 on the inside, and it's 1 ahead of 4-6 to split the 3. They're racing out the second and 2, leads from 5 wide 1, then 6, 4 and 3, going down the far side, and 2 strengthening as they move towards the third bend, leads by a good 4 lengths here, back to 5 and 1 for third, but the 2 away and gone off the final bend, not for catching, 2 takes it, beats 5, 4 for third. 2 beats 5 and 4 at Monmore. Off time 7:57, 9 seconds. Here's the replay. Yes, a good win about the 2 here at Monmore. Mentioned that really good early pace. Beats 5, and it will be 4 for third. And that's going to be a result at Monmore in the 7:53. We'll have the SPs and dividends as soon as we can there. But because of that delay, we can't hang about. We're going to go to Newcastle for the 7:58. Greyhounds are on the approach here for our next racing D2 grade level event over 290 metres. Postcode 2 to beat 3 and 4. Race number 6 on an 11 race card this evening, and we are loading Newcastle. Monmore result, 3-1 joint favourite, then 4-1 at starting prices. Forecast £19.59, TriCast £55 and 12 pence. So just about ready for our next here at Newcastle at Hove, my apologies, 8:04, no, sorry, Newcastle, 8:04, 7:58, sorry. 9-4 favourite, chap 3, Molly's Ronnie. Good winner, 3 back in this grade. Newcastle, 7:58. Harry's on the move. 5-2 favourite, trap 3. And racing 5 bangs out the tins, up from 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 6. 1 looking to get on terms with the 5, but the 5 puts on another burst of acceleration, and the 5 extending the lead as they get to the first. They're in off the final turn here. Jamara Ebony going on to score. 5, your winner will be 3. Looks like 6 has got third here at Newcastle. Newcastle off time 7:59 and 10 seconds. 5 beats 3. 6 third. Here's the replay. Right, so we're going to switch back to Hove. Next up for the 804. Newcastle result 5-3. 6 was third. 4-1 then. 5-2 favourite second. The starting price is forecast £19.34. Tricast £86.86. That was the 758 Newcastle. Back there at 8:14. We now go to Hove for the 804. 475 metre open race. Nap selection here is the one. Droopy's Ed for Jason Heath. So 1 to beat 6 and 3. The racing goes a few about this. Some terrific early pace in this race, including the 1, the 3 and the 5. Seamus Cahill's Glencraft Rumble could also be a danger. But Droopy's Ed, a good winner over Track and Trip 2 back. A winner by 3 and 3 parts of the length, beating 18MAY2017. Winning time 28.04. The chances you feel on that. And he's 2 from 3 in open race conditions. But the 2 and the 3 and the 6 also proven winners in open race grade. Woodman Coat, last Wayne Wrighting's early pace pitch as well. She's got good chances, you feel here. Ready, Hove, then. Hove, this is the 804. Henry's on the move. And they race away. 4 up from 3. Then it's 5-1-2, 6-4 to lead at the first bend. Kentish Gold to take them round. Woodman Coat last the danger. These two on terms, followed by Droopy's Ed. A gap back to the 2. 5-6 is a pair with big ground to make up on the front 3. 1 and 4 going at it then. They've taken the lead off 3, followed by 2, 6 and then 5. 1 and 4, 4 and 1. Droopy's Ed and Kentish Gold, a likely winner from one of these two. They bounce off each other. They're still going at it. Very close at the line. 1 and 4, 4 and 1. Hove, that was the 804. Off time 804, 29 seconds. 1 beats 4, photo third, 2 and 3, 3 and 2. 1 beats 4 and a photo third. Here's the replay. So let's take it to more 809. The Hove result confirmed now. 1 beat 4, 3 got third. So 4 to 6 favourite, then 14 to 1 second. Forecast £14.10. Trycast £31 and 11. That was the 804 from Hove. We're going to go back to more for the 809. 5 to 2 co-favourites of 3 tracks 1, 5 and 6. Racing 480 metres, more open race action in a maiden here at Munmore. And the showdown the card. Yeah, 5 to 2, 4, 6, 4, 5 to 2 twice. Let's go 1 to beat 5 and 4. Claire's Blue at the top then. Setting a good standard, having won twice on his last 5 races, albeit in A2 grade. But a good winner, 3 back in A2, went set off 9 to 4 favourite, early pace. And led between the opening couple of bends there, 29th of April to win 28.85. 5 is Pucain Lads, and the 4, Demise Princess. Good bit of early pace about the 3, Seatweight Rome, grounds behind the boxes, Stuart Buckland's dog. Clocked up a good brace of victories, 10th of April when stepped up to A2. And some good early pace when trying to land the hat-trick, but well beaten in the end when finishing 5th. All in at Munmore ready, 809. And Munmore there racing. 3 up through the middle from 6, followed by 1, 2, 5 with 4 at the back. Bit of traffic at the back involving 2, 5, 5, 2. They're involved in their own private arm wrestle. 4 in behind that pair. 6 takes over down the far side, leads by 2 lengths, 3-1. 2, 5 now in midfield and 4 last, racing up towards the 3rd bend. 6 full by 2 lengths, racing for home. 6 digging in for a victory, closing 1 and 2. Ooh, 6 has just got it from 1, and it's going to be 2 for 3rd here. Yeah, 6 has got it. Just on the replay, wanted to be doubly sure. 6 beats 1 and 2 more. 809 off time. 809 and 53 seconds. 6 beats 1 and 2. Here's the replay.